The year was 1398, the gates of Delhi. Tamerlane's invincible army faced a nightmare unlike anything they had ever seen. Armored war elephants, the darkest moment of the battle had arrived. At the gates of Delhi, Timur's army faced an unprecedented threat, India's massive war elephants. Panic reigned among the commanders. Many believed the battle was lost and argued that the only option was to retreat. However, Tamerlane knew that the impassable mountains lay behind his army and that retreat would only lead to a massacre. While everyone was waiting for an order, Timur made one of the most surprising moves in history. He asked his staff for only a short while, and in the midst of the battle, he retreated to his tent and fell into a deep sleep. This led to whispers among his generals that the ruler had lost his mind. But this brief sleep was, in fact, the calm before the storm. When he woke up, the plan in his mind had become clear. He immediately summoned his logistics officers and asked for the total number of camels in the army. Those around him couldn't understand the reason for his curiosity. What the camels could possibly do against elephants was a complete mystery. At Timur's command, all the camels were gathered, chained together with steel chains, and loaded with supplies they could carry on their backs. Just as the elephants charged, Timur issued his famous and terrifying order. The loads on the camels' backs were set ablaze. Screaming in panic and agony, the camels began to charge toward the herd of elephants, their only way out. The massive elephants were struck with terror at the sight of these living fireballs bearing down on them. Terrified of the flames, the elephants turned back in uncontrollable panic and began trampling their own ranks. Timur watched the chaos he had unleashed with great composure. As the Indian army perished under the very elephants that were their weapons, Timur signaled his archers to deliver the final blow. Within just 1 hour, that massive army, once thought invincible, had been utterly routed. Timur had once again etched the victory of strategic genius, not brute force, into history in golden letters.